From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
On the ground. Whips it to first. 1 out the top of the first. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. That smash towards center. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Pasquantino in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, Dominion. In the air to left center. Call on his way over, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Seth Lugo. How about a scouting report on him? Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one checked to the ground, but foul.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season. monster roll out there that make the wall.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zip breath where you can just, absolutely levitate some people with your The batter now will be Will Smith. First offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Hit on the ground to short. Win. On to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. So here's Kyle Tucker now. The Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changed it stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Two down, bases empty, and now it's Max Muncy. That one is hammered right field. Going back on this one. Pulls it into the warning track. Back here in LA, we go to the 8th. Starling Marte steps in for the Royals. Hard ground ball base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Now at the plate, Jack Canfield. Hard liner. Thomas giving chase. Grabs it on the run. One pitch and one out.
Cubs does a great job with route to the ball. It had to be using to cover all that ground and bring in that sinky liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
That one is absolutely failed to. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one ops the wall. Lead runner holds in third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Garcia. A bunt and it's popped up. Freeland takes it in for the out. 2 down. A new pitcher in the game, Alex Vesia.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 22-0. Now, Salvador Perez. Lifted to left center. Way back there. And that is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 4th home run of the game. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. He's already homered in this game. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
There he was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. Gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Rolls slowly to first. He steps on the bag, and that's one away. And the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Alex Cole getting ready to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Hit on the ground to short. Win. Sends it to first. 2 away. 2 outs, bases empty. And now Alex Freeland. long. Scott, 31 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 25-0. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Back up the middle and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that's got.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. Laser to the gap, should score the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And in at second with an RBI double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make a pay.
Now a chance for Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. Boom goes the dynamite. A 2-run homer, his 5th home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 28-0. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. This one trailed to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. They go back to back. His 5th home run of the game. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. Line drive to short and gone. Bottom of the 9th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Witt over to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pappas. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball still 0-2. Right through there for a strike. Ow! 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike. So last chance for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 3.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. This could end it. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.